following is an update and technical analysis on MicroStrategy, a company of the technology sector and software application, a huge proxy, massive beta proxy for Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency markets. And it was January 15th, 2025, about 3 months ago, when I had mentioned we were nearing and honing in on big time overhead resistance levels called for 383.53, and ultimately where short sellers and or bear traders would set some stops up above the 439 handle. Watch for a great risk reward ratio short trade setup to the downside, reflecting and targeting 275, 223 in confluence of its 200-day moving average. And here's the update. And the entirety of that trade honing in up to the 50% fib retracement near January 15th, the very beginning of the year, and the entirety of that move down to, call it, the 232 handle was good for a 42% crash to the downside in covering profits. Great risk reward ratio. I'll take those short trade setups each and every time. And now you are within the beginning stages of approaching a major Fibonacci cluster resistance level called the 618 fibs at the 428.22 handle. And that is a big overhead resistance level. Following the drawdown of a nearly 50% crash, we have near term, which you would call exaggerated positive divergence here within the daily interval. You have a breakout from a base. You launched from a March double bottom, key inflection, call it a triple bottom. And now it is retracing to the 618 fib level from the previous high at the 546.21 handle. This is a key inflection zone, big time key inflection zone. This move is part of a structured Fibonacci climb with the price cleanly moving through the 382 and the 50% fibs retracement with ease, like a knife through butter. Now, if and when the price clears the 428 to 438 handle, I believe that will set up a next major resistance level honing in on the 480 handle. These are impressive fib discipline levels with each zone that has been heavily respected. MicroStrategy is now at, once again, the golden pocket of a breakout or rejection is likely. As short sellers want to see a clean break below the 400 handle, long traders need to hold this minor ascending price support level in confluence of the 50% fibs 391.78 price support level. Make no mistake about it, the momentum in the technical indicators remains strong across all indicators, but the RSI and stochastics warn of a potential cool down or maybe even a potential flag consolidation phase. Absolutely no telling signs for any short sellers and or bear traders to counterplay this. This is only valid with a clear topping pattern. The trend, make no mistake about it, is still in favor of bulls. So I believe the caution is warranted. Any short sellers and or bear traders piling in short here is going to have a very aggressive play at hand. With the relative strength index nearing the 72 handle, officially overbought, but it is a strong trend. Expect potential consolidation or a divergence watch for any near-term negative divergence. The MAC moving average convergence adds powerful momentum expansion with bulls utterly in full control here, overcutting its zero line threshold with the ADX DMI strengthening trend with minimal opposition. The stochastics once again overbought, but not crossing down yet. It is sustaining its trend. Sustaining its trend could be possible. Key takeaway, once again, I cannot stress, is MicroStrategy is in this textbook golden pocket ratio breakout setup with bullish momentum and a clean ascending structure of a minor uptrend price support level. Watch all eyes on the 428 breakout zone, and I believe would be the gate to explosive upside. With a very aggressive long-term trade setup, you're looking at a stop loss near the 7.5% mark, up to an aggressive long trade setup to the 480 handle at 15% in gains, ultimately overcutting to T2 for 31% in gains. And if things get really wild in the spot price of Bitcoin, up to the 737 handle, call it the 1.618 fib extension for 70, call it almost 77% in gains to the upside. And while the rest of the world debates recession and or a recovery, MicroStrategy is executing a singular vision to ride the next monetary paradigm on the back of Bitcoin itself. And with every Bitcoin and Satoshi stacked and every bond strategically placed, MicroStrategy becomes more than just a ticker. It becomes a vault of digital defiance. And in the near term, as liquidity begins to thaw and the Fed's grip begins to loosen, this could not just become a rally. It could become an all-out, full-blown resurrection, and MicroStrategy could be leading the charge in the new financial frontier.